Hey, good evening. We want to thank everyone for joining us here for the quarterfinal postgame press conference of the 2025 CUSA Basketball Championships. We're joined by New Mexico State head coach Jason Hooten, by graduate forwards Robert Carpenter and Peter Filipovich. Hope I got that one right for you. We'll make sure the attending media here in Huntsville have the ability to ask questions first. Then we'll move to anybody in our Zoom audience. If you don't mind, please state your name and affiliation prior to asking your question. Thanks for attending. Thanks for your patience. We'll begin now with an opening statement from Coach Hooten before opening up to questions.
Yeah, just a hard-fought game. I mean, two teams that are pretty evenly matched throughout the season. They got us at our place, and we beat them about 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago at their place. And so I knew that this game would probably come down to what it did. They have a really good team. They're very talented offensively. As you can see, they got two guys that are averaging about 38 points a game together, and they got 49 tonight. Our goal was to hold them in the 20s, so we didn't quite meet that goal. But that was really the only other goal that we didn't reach. We outscored them in the paint. We scored them off, beat them in turnovers. We out-rebounded them, beat them in second-chance points. Just let those two guys really get off. And then also, we were 15 for 27 from the free throw line, and, that was tough. I think if we had made, obviously, about 4 or 5 more of those, then it would have been a different outcome. But I just told our guys in there, look, it's not what we wanted. We really felt like we had the kind of team that could win this thing because we've been so good defensively all year long. But at the end of the day, I remember sitting here this time last year with a lot of vengeance and, was on a mission. And I feel like we're getting that mission accomplished. We took this job and, basically had to completely restart it. I told our guys it's kind of like building a house. We just started from the ground floor. And to be where we're at right now, I know it's not what Aggie Nation wants. It's not what I want. But I'm really proud of where we're at in this program right now. We won 17 games. We improved by 4 games in 1 year. And again, that was when we just completely restarted and just took over from scratch.
Questions?
Coach Hooten, K279 News. Just you're down 78-75, less than 20 to go. What was the original idea there? And then just to follow that up, just for Jacoby to kind of take advantage of the moment and get you guys within one. Just your thoughts on that.
Well, Rob had a really good game at Sam Houston and played really good again today. When Rob gets in these grooves where he's making threes, it's what we wanted to do. I drew a play up, and they did a good job. They switched it, which I kind of thought they would. But Rob has, he's 6'7", and he's got a quick release, and I just thought maybe a little bit of a better pass, he would have been able to get that one off. In that situation right there, I really didn't – they're a really good free throw shooting team. Obviously, tonight they were, 23 for 29. I didn't want to get a quick 2 there and then have to foul again. So I thought maybe, going for the 3 was it. And then Jacoby, what can you say? What a play he made. Big-time offensive rebound and a putback and a great call. I thought he was fouled, and it was a really good call. And so that was kind of what we were looking for.
Coach Brett Bloomquist helping out the Las Cruces Sun News. I think they scored on 10 of their final 11 possessions. A lot of those were at the free throw line, but are they kind of doing some things there late to kind of get those opportunities?
No, they're just really good. They're really talented. Woolley, he's probably going to play in the NBA someday. Those kind of guys, they don't always come around in this league. And so, it's tough to keep him in front. And when they drive to the basket, obviously they can draw some fouls. And, I think the officiating was great on both ends. Peter drove a lot. I thought, maybe a few of them there at the end. He got fouled, and we maybe didn't get that one. But I just thought for the most part it was just their ability, and they have a lot of offensive ability and skill. And, sometimes when you have that, it really puts a lot of pressure on your defense, especially one-on-one.
Rob, just electric game for you, electric start. Just what was kind of working for you in the early stages of the game?
I say just coming in, just filled by my teammates. They really helped me out. Even just being in tune with the game on the sideline, just being there in that moment, helped me out a lot. So I was saying.
Just for Peter and Rob, both of you seen as leaders on this team, especially with your experience, just for you guys to put up the fight you did, but just unfortunately for you guys not get the result, just what this time comes to the team,
Yeah, I guess if it comes to an end, I think we fought hard, and this is the way we were gonna go out, just fighting hard and not giving up until the last possession and the last second. I'm really proud of the effort that we did tonight, especially the young guys, Jacoby and Gabe. Came in the game from the bench. Nate gave us a huge lift in the first half. So, I mean, we gave our best, and today it was just short.
Rob, take it.
I say, yeah, we just came up short, but I feel like the guys gave good effort. It's just, just unfortunate, like, that the results are, but, I know my guys, they played their heart out.
Coach, and this going back to Jacoby at the free throw line, the freshman, he's had a great season. It's terrible for him to end it this way. I guess what was kind of your message to him after just how the ending of the game turned out?
Well, I mean, first of all, if he doesn't even go get that amazing offensive rebound and get it back in and get fouled, we don't even have a chance. We were down 3. So what a play. As far as missing that free throw, that's not why we lost the game. We lost the game there's a million other reasons why we lost that game. Number one is because, like this gentleman just said, they scored on 10 of their last 11 possessions. That's why we lost the game. And it's something that we haven't done all year long. We've been really good defensively. But sometimes when you meet great offense, sometimes it does beat defense. And I thought they made the plays that they needed to. But, Jacoby's free throw, that's not the reason. Jacoby's got a bright future, man. I've tried to tell everybody all year long. And as the year went on, he got better and better, which most good freshmen do, and he's a good one. And we're excited about him in the future. Yeah.
I guess, Coach, just your thoughts on Cook's, last shot into March, close to going in, just what was kind of going through your head once you saw that?
Yeah, I mean, gosh. I'm just not really sure if anybody understands what we took over 2 years ago. It's been the hardest 2 years of my life, and all those guys that are returners, they're the guys that signed up, man. And it was hard to get people to sign up, and those guys signed up, and Cook was one of them. And he's not had the year that he wanted to have, not the year that I thought he would have, but there's probably nobody else that I'd rather have that shot that was open like that than him, and I would go back to that again. So it was a great look, and that's just the way basketball goes, man. If that thing goes in, and we get a stop, we're all sitting here, and it's just a different feeling right now, but that's just part of it. And, I just want to be on the other side of that, so we're going to continue to work hard, and, we're going to continue to try to find a way to get back to this spot and just find a way to make that shot.
And Rob, just to build off of that, both of you guys just hopped on this train to help rebuild the program. Robert, just for you to be a part of this run or this development that New Mexico State's put together, just what does that kind of mean to you?
It's very special because, let's say it's just like, like both me and the team both took chances on each other, and it's just it's a special thing, especially like for me. I've been at multiple schools, and being at a school for 2 years straight, that's something that I never experienced before, and I will never regret it. So.
You look at a guy like Rob, and I've said this before, but Rob was looking for a second chance, and I think he was a perfect fit for me and what we needed. And he's got a degree, he's working on a master's degree, and I'm so proud of him and what he's done, and and Cook and Jaden and those guys. And but it also takes some really special transfers to come in and be able to blend in and do what we did and be able to build a team like we had this year. And this guy sitting next to me, I'd be remorse if I didn't leave this podium today without saying this, but if this guy's the 14th best player in this league, man, we got one of the best leagues in the country. I don't see how this guy made third-team all-conference. He averaged a double-double in conference play. He's one of the best 5 players in this league. No disrespect to anybody out there, but he had a hell of a year, and he did it again tonight, 21-6. So, anyway.
Any more questions in the room? I don't see anybody in the Zoom audience. We do have two in the Zoom audience. All right, I want to thank everybody for joining us here for the quarterfinal postgame press conference of the 2025 CUSA Basketball Championships. We're joined here by Kennesaw State head coach Antoine Petway, back home at the site of some of his great games as a pro player. I was thrilled to get to watch him play back a few years ago, as well as freshman forward Braden Liu and junior guard Simeon Cottle. We'll ask the attending media here in Huntsville. We'll give you the opportunity to ask your questions first. Then we'll move to anybody in our Zoom audience. If you don't mind, please state your name and affiliation prior to asking your question. Thanks for attending. Thanks for your patience. And that will begin with the opening statement from the coach before opening up to questions.
Yep, first and foremost, God is good. Man, I'm so blessed to be able to coach young men like these two sitting up here in that locker room. And I always say I'm the weakest link in this deal, man. Like, it's my guys. I got a group of everyday dudes in that locker room, and you get a chance to see their heart. I asked them dudes, let me see your heart today. Fight and believe, and that's what they give me. That's what they gave me. That's what they've been giving me all year. That team we just played is a really, really good team. I mean, they play hard. They're the #1 defense on our team. In our conference, Coach Hooten does a great, great job. I can't say that enough. A lot has been made about the players in this conference. We got some amazing coaches that lead those programs, and he's one of them. He's right there at the top. And it doesn't get no easier tomorrow. We got another one, right, in Coach McKay. But I thought our guys responded to every bit of adversity we faced. Simeon, 32 points. Big Lou, double-double. I asked these guys to not get bullied on the glass. He goes out and get 10 rebounds. I don't know, did we out-rebound him tonight? By 2. We out-rebounded them by 2. That's what we talk about. That has to be a staple with Kennesaw State basketball. We got to defend at a high level. We got to be bullies on the glass, and then we got to take care of the ball. Super proud of those young men that I get to coach, and we're going to show up tomorrow and give us a great effort tomorrow and try to get another win versus a quality team in Liberty. But I want to make sure, I can't say enough how good of a team we just beat. Those guys at New Mexico State do it the right way. They play the right way, and they're a well-coached veteran group. I think they had 9 seniors. And so, like, with us being the youngest team in the conference by far, I think, we're not afraid. I tell Lou he's not a freshman anymore. He's a sophomore. He's played another way. He's a sophomore, man. But I'm extremely proud of my group. Everyday dudes, rock solid. We fight and we believe, and we're going to continue to do that tomorrow morning.
Questions? Yes, sir.
Coach, kind of love with this this guy you back right here.
Bad boy.
32 points. How did his postseason experience show today?
Well, I think Simeon been showing his experience all year. I think right now he's the winningest player in Division I history in Kennesaw State basketball history. He set a record tonight with the most points in a tournament game. He has the most threes made in a season. All that was set tonight. But I just think his leadership has been tremendous all year. He's my leader. I go to him when practice is not going good and tell him to get with the rest of the team. He's a guy that works extremely hard. Those shots not going in by chance. This dude lives in the gym. But when I talk about his leadership, he don't just come to the gym. When he show up, guess who with him? This guy to my right, Adrian Willie with him. Like Frank Corn, like these good dudes are connected. And I tell him all the time, we got something special. He's as big of a reason as anything that we got a special group in there. They're so connected and they truly love each other. We talk about a mirror. Love wins. That's been our rallying cry all year. I ask these dudes to show their love for each other every time we step on the court, and that's what they do.
Coach, you mentioned the quick turnaround. You got 16 hours between now and you guys step up against them.
Let's go.
You're not going to find a shorter turnaround in college basketball. What does that time frame look like?
Well, we getting back to the hotel. We're going to get some food in them. Start watching a little personnel on Liberty. We just played those guys like 2 games ago, so we should be familiar with them. But tonight is going to be full of rest. We're going to bring them back later on tonight and give them some more like electrolytes in them to make sure we replenish what they gave out today. So we got a full night ahead, but they need to get rest. They get rest because we're going to play like we play tomorrow. We're going to push that tempo. We're going to play hard. We're going to try to dominate the glass, and we're going to try to guard. So, like, we're not changing. So get some rest tonight. When that clock, when that buzzer, when they tip that ball up, we're going to be ready to go, though.
Simeon, congrats on the slew of records and accomplishments.
Thank you.
But what I want to ask you is, how did that pickle juice go down?
Oh my God, it was horrible. And the mustard on top of it was just horrible, but just doing whatever it takes to just get them cramps out. Sure.
John Bader, I'm the Daily Journal. You guys went 23 of 29 at the line.
Take it.
I think you guys made like your last 12, 15. I know this young man doesn't miss free throws, but for your guys to continually step up, make them in pressure situations, how hard is that for 18?
Oh, it's extremely tough. I mean, you trying to win the game. You got people in the crowd. Like it's a tough situation. But I often ask our guys just to live in the moment and think about their teammate, think about their brother. When you're thinking about winning the game, you get lost in the game, and you're thinking about your brother. It takes the pressure off you. And so every decision we make, every play we make, every defensive stance, just think about doing what's best for your brother. Think about your teammate. Don't think about yourself. When you think about yourself, now the pressure gets on you. We do it together. That's been our message all year. We can't do it alone. We got to do it together. So those are the kind of thoughts I want going through their mind when they at that line.
You started out 1 of 11 from 3. I think
Did
you
we?
made 10 out of your last 14. How often are you guys going to get on a run like that?
It just keeping the same confidence we had from the start of the game and just living in our principles and knowing that we put the reps in the off season and during the season, just standing in the gym, living in the gym. So we never just get down on ourselves when we miss the shots. And then we got good teammates to keep our heads up and just keep us motivated.
2 guys that really played key minutes tonight.
Ricardo.
Ricardo Wright and Jamil Miller. Talk about their contribution to the game.
Everyday dudes, man. Everyday dudes. That's what those two exemplify. Ricardo Wright is playing some of his best basketball when we need it most. And I can't remember. It was after we lost to New Mexico State, I think. It was after we lost to New Mexico State. He stopped me in the hall after we had a team meeting. Like, I couldn't sleep. We came together Sunday. We met, and he just told me, Coach, I want to play better because I love this team. I really, really care. And you don't get that often when you get a fifth-year senior who, not putting up numbers that he's probably capable of putting up, but he's so bought into this team. He's another one of our leaders, one of our captains. And now when you got a guy like that this is his last season, he's telling the guys, listen, man, I just want to do what's best so we get to keep putting that jersey on and fighting with my brothers every single game. That's what Ricardo was about, man. Like, when I tell you, like, we hit the jackpot with these dudes we got in the locker room, man. They, like, we together. We together. Jamil, another dude that's a freshman. He's one of the best defenders in this league, and he plays to win the game. He does all the stuff that don't show up in his stat sheet. Offensive rebound, guarding the other team's best perimeter player, and he wants to be good. He takes coaching. These dudes care about each other, and all they want to do is put a product out there that their community at Cobb County and Kennesaw, Georgia can be proud of.
Simeon, kind of being an elder statesman on the team, what's it been like seeing these younger players
It's been amazing, but I feel like I've seen it this summer, just going in every day in practice, just living in the reps with them and leading them and just telling them the little gems that my past point guard gave me, Terrell Burton, and just watching them. And you kind of can feel when somebody is exceeding more than they should as a freshman, in my opinion. I feel like we got some of the best freshmen in the conference.
And then what's going through your mind with the pressure? I know people do see this, but you're giving it your all out there on the floor. So what were you thinking in those moments to try to stay on?
You said it. I'm doing whatever it takes to give it my all. I want to put on my jersey as long as possible and play with my little brothers and my big brothers, and whatever it takes to just go out there and get a job done, I'm willing to do it.
Simeon, that was a physical game,
Sure.
right? There's a lot of back and forth that went on in there. Did that extra little competition within the game itself help motivate you, get you across those moments where you try to overcome the cramps and everything?
Yeah, it kind of got in my head a little bit, and I had to just calm down and just get back into my flow and my momentum. It's kind of rough when you getting checked and stuff like that. So just stand pivotal and just listen to my coach and my teammates and just keep my mind where the game at.
Brady, you had 4 blocks in the ball game, double-double as well. How did your efforts defensively help you get going offensively?
I knew that was going to be big and aggressive and stuff, so I knew what I had to, bring it to the game to help out my team. And then on offense, I just trusted in the work. So it's put up two and two together. Yeah.
New Mexico State had a lot of length. You held your own defensive game with those blocks and double-digit rebounds. What was important for your game plan defensively going into this matchup?
Rebounding and just not getting bullied. Yeah, that's it.
Coach, what went through your mind with that last shot hit off the back?
Oh, my goodness. Man, listen, I was nervous because it's Cook. Again, he's one of the best shooters in the league. And I'm like, man, how do we let him get a clean look off? I'm telling Run, scoot up, man. Come on up. Not let this dude get that shot off. But once he missed it, man, I sigh of relief. But it looked good when it left his hand for sure, man. I was like, listen, we got to go in overtime. I got to find a way to coach these guys up, man, and get us to get this victory either way.
And last thing for me, going back to your comments about Jamel Miller.
Yeah.
After the team lost the 12-point lead, you called a timeout. You subbed Jamel.
Yeah.
He got the loose ball.
Yes.
Drew a foul, I think, right after that, too. Was that part of your sub there to try to get him in?
Yes. We were getting our tail kicked on the glass for those little instances. Number 12, I can't pronounce his name. I just called him Flip. He was controlling the glass, getting and one after and one, and so we wanted to put a little bit more size out there because before that we was playing with CM, Delaney, and AD, and so we wanted to go try to get rebounds, and that's what Jamil does with his athleticism. Brayden Lou did a great job on the glass. Jamil hit. We want to draw first blood when it comes to rebounding. We want to hit first, go to the glass and get it, and I think we did that great as a team tonight. We did a great job of that because I'm telling you, that team literally bullies and controls the glass versus everybody. We knew if we had a chance to out-rebound them, we were going to be right there in the game at the end.
And then last question, Coach. Scott noted it's a quick turnaround.
Yes.
What's your message to Al Nation to wake up and head over here?
Our nation, we need you. We need you. Get in your car in the morning, drive to Huntsville, Alabama. We need to see them stands full of black and gold tomorrow. These dudes don't give it everything they got. And I'm telling you, you can see how they play at the Convocation Center when it's packed out. You guys, we feed off you guys. We need our nation to come through Huntsville tomorrow at 11:30 and give us that extra boost.
Last thing for me, Simeon, Mexico State's calling card is these athletic, hyper-aggressive defensive guards. How were you guys able to penetrate tonight like you weren't able to the last time you saw them?
Just standing in the film room, looking back at what we didn't do the game at home on our senior night, and just living in our principles and our rules. We know that they like to hold a nail a lot, so just living in the same principles.
Great. First time Conference USA tournament. I know you've been hearing from Coach and you've been hearing from Simeon, but now you've been through your first conference tournament game. So what resonates? What sticks out about what Coach, give me one thing that Coach and Simeon has been telling you that now, hey, I understand what you're talking about.
Really that every play count for real. Like the beginning, first half, second half, all the little stuff can add up to the end of the game. So yeah, every play counts.
Coach, last thing to you.
Yep.
You're playing 8, you're down the big man, but you're playing 8 gotta feel great to have that accountability from your players that you can trust on.
Yes. Yeah.
Just, hey, how do you feel about that?
I love it. I love it, man. All we got, all we need. We stand on that. All we got, all we need, man. We got plenty. We got plenty. We're going to get rested up tonight, and y'all going to see a lot of fight out of these guys tomorrow at 11:30. That's who we are. That's who we've been all year. We're going to keep doing that. Fight, believe. All right? We coming to play.
Coach, give me some, just talk real quick. It's a short turnaround for you and your staff to talk about the matchup with Liberty.
Man, I was saying it a couple minutes ago, like, you know, we just faced Coach Hooten and a great New Mexico State team, and now the quick turnaround, you got Coach McKay, who's one of the best coaches as well, and a Liberty team who won the league. We got to make sure we come out with the right mindset defensively. We got to be physical on-ball defenders. We got to keep the ball out of the paint, but more important, we got to guard that three-point line. It's two different styles of play that we just facing within this short period of time. New Mexico State, they want to own the paint, and then you got a team in Liberty that loves to shoot three-pointers. So we go into the film room right when we get back to the hotel, and we got to come up with a game plan. It helps that we just played them at Liberty a couple games ago. So we're going to do a couple adjustments, make a couple adjustments from what we did last game, but it's going to be a lot of the same things we did. And if we're able to be successful in being physical with their guards, taking away the three-point line, and when I say taking away the three-point line, limiting their attempts. And then I think they got one of the best point forwards in our league in Cleveland. So we got to make sure we do a great job defending him as well.
Okay, we'll let you guys get out here and get some sleep.
Let's go. See
All right,
y'all in the
thanks for
morning,
coming
baby.
in.
Hootie
Thank
hoo.
you.
Thank you.